And once again, you didn't have to look far to find concussed players on the field today. But what if there was a simple blood test that could determine whether or not a player had a concussion? That test is currently in the works.
Well, 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's, which is a result of multiple concussions.
Wayne Walker's announcement that he had Parkinson's hit hard with Bay Area viewers, but his story pales in comparison to the tragedies that happen every week.
This morning, a Kansas community is mourning the death of a high school football player.
What if Wayne Walker or any other football player had a true barometer of their brain activity?
We have discovered a technology that will allow you to see critical protein biomarkers in the blood to tell you whether or not you've had a concussion.
Kevin Rusowski is the CEO of KPIX, an NFL-backed company whose blood test he thinks could be a game changer.
If there is an event that you think was a concussion, you would then prick the finger and you would run this test. And we think within 20 minutes you would have the answer.
A blood test could potentially replace the current physical and oral sideline testing procedure.
Having something a little bit more objective, like a blood test, versus someone asking you, what year it is and what's the name of the president, is probably what will have the chance of changing the culture of the game.
Dr. Robert Stern, who advised former 49er linebacker Chris Borland on the long-term effects of football, agrees.
How would it change the game?
Well, first of all, you'd be able to avoid subjectivity. They can not do that great on it on purpose. In other words, they can blow it. They don't want to be pulled out. A lot of these players want to keep on playing. It's huge incentive to keep playing and not be pulled. So if there's something that can objectively measure whether something happened, that would be a much better thing for the player's safety.
Repetitive head trauma chokes the brain.
The NFL does not want to talk to you. You turned on the lights and gave their biggest boogeyman a name.
In the upcoming movie Concussion, the NFL is portrayed as a league of denial. Would the NFL accept a test that cannot be altered?
I don't see any evidence that they, for the moment, are doing anything to deny or block the promise of this scientific test.
That's a big kind of conundrum for anyone who has those billions and billions of dollars at stake. When we think about the future health and well-being of the current players and the future health and well-being of the game, that's a hard thing to balance. I'm not sure where the league really is these days on that.
And we'll head back to Pittsburgh in just a moment, where Vern Glenn is standing by with Mark Purdy of the Mercury News. But first, we are counting down to Super Bowl 50.